my name is Bill, and I got a great recipe for you. I'm going to do chicken stroganoff. What a concept. I've done it like 100 different ways. Well, okay, it's like 5. But I kind of been experimenting, and I think this is going to be a great alternative. I'm pretty stoked about it, okay? First of all, I got 3 tablespoons of butter in my soup pot that I use for like everything. And I'm just waiting for it to finish melting. It was cold out of the fridge. There it goes. So what do I need to add? Well, I cut up 1 medium large yellow onion. So I need to get that in there, get that started. Turn it up a little bit. Yes, just to get a little flavor, right? So we want to make sure it kind of softens the onion up. I hear it. I guess that's a good thing, right? We've had so much cold weather, I've been trying to think of warm stuff. And this just sounded like a good idea. So, kind of the root of it is that I was digging around in the freezer and I found some chicken I got on sale, boneless breast. And so that's what I'm using for it. Now, I've seen a lot of people use chicken boneless thighs, skinless boneless thighs, because they think it stays more tender. I guess it's kind of your preference. I think either works fine. I prefer breasts, and as long as you don't overcook it, they'll be just fine. And recipes like this, they don't tend to overcook anyways. Just starting to see a little action here. They're softening up. So I think the importance of this recipe is just getting a little bit of little this, little that kind of situation. I try to balance, because you know when I think of stroganoff, I think of beef, which has a strong flavor, and obviously chicken's not. So how am I going to flavor chicken to make it as good? All right, pretty soft here. Yeah, onions have been kind of tough lately, so I'm going to make sure you give it a good once around. So then I took 1 big shallot and like 3 cloves of garlic, because I thought that would be an interesting kind of combination. And sometimes it's because I look around and I say, what do I have extra? Oh, I just love when you hit that garlic hits the heat, man. This won't take long, just to get a little fragrance out of it. And then I got 8 ounces of bland white mushroom, button mushrooms. If you want to do something fun, funkier, go ahead. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It'll probably taste great. I just want to make sure we start to sweat these mushrooms out. Yeah, man, I'll tell you, the fragrance is really grand coming from the onions and shallots and garlic. think I'm going to do that combination more often. I tend to, take an idea and run with it, put it like in every recipe for like 2 months, and then go, let's try something different. So we're waiting for this. One of the things I found is if we take, this is something new for me, so I'm going to do it a lot, just to prove my point, because I'm really not sure if it's really working great or if it's just per chance. But I read it, I tried it in a couple recipes. When you have mushrooms, you kind of want to really raise the intensity of them. Put a little Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon of soy sauce, or Worcestershire sauce, because that's what I use in there. Turns the mushrooms color, makes them all happy. And I got some black pepper here. I think I'm running low. Yes, I think it's time to refill. Let's get that stirred in. So the mushrooms are really giving off some liquid here. Now they're all happy from that Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. So what I want to add now, a teaspoon of freeze-dried thyme. And I'm not afraid because I like the taste. I think it's a good herb to use in chicken. Oh yeah, I can smell that. Oh yeah, we got the right stuff. Everything's got good color, good fragrance. Onions all softening up. The mushrooms are wilting. I'm wilting. Just kidding. So what do I need to do now? I got chicken. So I got this chicken breast and it was a little frozen. So I cut it up and I tossed it in a little cornstarch. Let's see how it's going to cook in here. About 1.5 pounds of chunkies. It's funny, it's a lot easier to cut when they're semi-frozen, but I'll tell you, hard on the hands. Down on the boulevard. I was debating to add color and flavor to the chicken to do what I do sometimes with chicken, and that's have a little soy sauce in with the cornstarch. I was like, we'll call the Worcestershire sauce. No. Turn this down a little bit. It's all coming apart. It's all going to get a little color to it. Get that chicken cooked. Make a slurry in here that looks so good. Should get all those pieces all broken up. Now they've thawed completely. Sit a minute, now we got it all separated out. I got the chicken starting to get happy. This is going to be really good. I just want you to know that. I'm not holding back. Get that chicken cooked. Because once we start really assembling it, it's not going to have a whole lot of time to cook. So just make sure. And you know, if you're nervous about doing this, you can always do it in a separate pan and then mix them. I really try to stick to my old rule of thumb, unless I'm doing something really complicated. All you should dirty is one pot in the, in the kitchen. Oh yeah. Get some nice color on it. We're cooking with gas. This is a lot of fun. It's funny because I had my flour container out so I could hide some of my secret ingredients. I put them on the wrong side, so that wasn't so great. Just about there, only a couple pieces left. Yeah, this is a recipe where we don't want to eat raw chicken. So. Almost there. Almost. Just a couple. So I'm waiting these last couple of minutes. I'll tell you a story. I've been really slacking on getting all my content out there and doing these videos. But unfortunately, I've been under the weather, and as you can see by my pretty bracelet here, this is my transfusion bracelet. I get transfusions. So hopefully all is well, and I'll get back to getting more videos out there. But I do appreciate those people that have stuck with me when I forget to release a video for almost a week, or maybe a week. I try. Alright. So this is perfect. Chicken's cooking. So I got 2 cups of chicken stock. We're going to add that real slow like we always do. Start to mix this all around. So we got some nice little gravy stuff to it. Yes, yes, and more yes. Cornstarch is actually easier to work with than flour, so we don't need to be as careful. Make sure you keep stirring. Get that optimal thickening thing going on. Still got all that really nice flavor coming through. And anything stuck on the bottom, bring it in, it's going to just darken it, I call it gravy, a little bit. So we're almost done. So I'm always afraid of this looking kind of colorless, and so one of the things I do like to do this really is outdoing itself. Oh yeah. But I want some color, so I'm going to just take some chili sauce. You can add ketchup, what about a tablespoon? Stir it around, just see if you change the color a little bit. Yeah. So it's funny when it mixes, and you'll see in a second, it almost gives kind of a brownish hue. Not red. It's going to look like spaghetti sauce. And I'm going to put that last shot in here. Yeah, literally just like a tablespoon. Brings out some really good color. I don't feel anything on the bottom anymore, so I think we've done a good job. Now we just want to finish the thickening process. Maybe a little more. You could have deglazed it with a little wine, but I couldn't decide. You know, if someone wants to try it, before they start adding the chicken stock, if you put a little white wine in here, it would obviously break up all the crunchies stuck to the bottom. Last but not least, almost done, I'm going to say I need about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Oh yeah. This looks so good. And you know, just to eyeball it. I mean, so I'm smelling the Dijon, I'm smelling the thyme, I'm smelling everything. Just want to bring it to a quick boil to make sure that cornstarch has really done its thing. Everything looks nice and smooth. Like I said, I'm going to call this gravy, you know, because that reminds me of. Oh, yeah. And decide, is this, you know, is this the color that I want to see in it, or not? You can always add a little more ketchup, chili sauce, whatever. I'm in heaven. Again, I'm going to turn off the heat because I got two last ingredients. Make sure it's not too hot. I think I've invented something new here. I got like half a cup of Parmesan cheese, the good stuff. Let's get that mixed in. This pot really stays hot. So I'm probably going to take it off the heat. Just going to move it over here for a second. So this is a really interesting combination of flavors that really are working out. Oh yeah. So that's melted. Just stirring it to get some of the heat out of here. Oh, wow, that's really good. That. So I'm going to get off the heat. Just make sure it's stirring up real good. And you know how I said to eyeball the chili sauce to make sure it just makes the right color? Like I said, it's kind of more of a brown than a red. The last step we do before we serve it, and so if you were making this ahead of time, you could literally put this in something, and then when you heat it up, finish it off. Let me see. I'm going to put some sour cream in here because that's what Stroganoff is. I want about a half a cup. And I'm going to stir it to be sure. And if you think it makes it too blonde because you were kind of scared about the ketchup, you can always add more right now. It's not going to hurt anything. But I think this, oh yeah, that was the bomb. That did it. So, I'm really hungry. Let me show you how this looks. Oh. I'm so good at this. So, I don't know if you remember, but I had made a recipe and I used some lasagna noodles and I had some left over. So they make like sheets, it's like pasta sheets, and I really think it adds to it. So, I'm just kind of top it off with some of this really good stuff. Oh, it's absolutely horrible. Just kidding. And believe it or not, lasagna noodles, they just hold up really well. I just think that it's one other way of kind of getting outside of your comfort zone and doing something fun. But that is a chicken stroganoff that you're going to love. So, obviously, please try it. Comment, keep subscribing, get your friends to subscribe, and I will work on some more recipes for you and get some content out there, so you guys can keep watching me and harassing me, and I appreciate all of you. So I want you all to have a great day. We'll see you again. Have fun.